Next up, April Hoyt started her infertility journey at the age of 21. Ironically, the same year that OPIP delisted IVF. 15 years later, she is still pursuing her dream to become pregnant. Her passion for pregnancy and childbirth extends to her career as a doula, a professional labor coach, and she's about to begin her studies to become a professional midwife. And she actually just delivered 2 babies in the last 24 hours and is here on an hour and a half of sleep. So please welcome April.
When Joanne first asked me to speak today, the first thing that went through my mind was, why me? And then I thought about it and realized there's probably a lot of women and families who are in the exact same position that we are. We're limited by our bodies, and we're limited, most importantly, by money. If I could have children freely, I would gladly have at least another 2 or 3 babies. Well, depending, of course, on what my husband wanted. Our doctors tell us that the best way for us to conceive and become pregnant and have the family we've always dreamt of is through IVF. However, that comes with a very steep price tag, and of course, it's never guaranteed. So Joanne asked me to share my story. I'm sitting at my sister's wedding reception, crying with my father. I'm trying to explain to him how extremely difficult it is trying to get pregnant. Parents knew that we've been trying to get pregnant for at least 4 years. But because I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's been very difficult. The doctors have told me the best chance to get pregnant is through IVF. They also told me it costs around $10,000 a cycle and to bet on at least 3 cycles. They also told me the chance of getting pregnant on any one of those cycles was less than 30%. I also explained how it's not just tough financially, but emotionally, it feels like torture. I had always been passionate about pregnancy and birth, so much so my dream is to become a midwife. It wasn't supposed to be this difficult. My husband and I had already separated once because of it. The emotional strain it puts on our marriage is huge. My father, being the most generous man I know, turned to me and said, find the fastest, easiest way to make him a grandfather and us parents, and he'll foot the bill up to $30,000. So now, we have the incredibly hard decision. Do we go through IVF and take our chances? Or do we do a sure thing and adopt? My husband and I talked it through, and we realized what was important for us was to become parents, and not necessarily to have genetic offspring. So we adopted our beautiful daughter Diana from Kazakhstan. Absolutely yours to our lives, and she's just as much ours as if I had given birth to her. We got back in February of 2000 with her in our arms. In December of that same year, my husband was diagnosed with cancer. And we then proceeded with 8 months of chemotherapy, followed by a bone marrow transplant. Definitely the toughest year of our lives. Whew. Thankfully he was alive. The problem is that he was not completely sterile from the chemo treatments. We did, however, save some sperm before he started chemo. So once I knew my husband was going to be alive and well and with us for many a year, that urge started to come back. Some call it the biological clock, some call it the call to motherhood, some call it the need to procreate. The good news was that there have been many advances in PCOS treatment. So we started the new drugs, I exercised, I ate healthy, I lost 50 pounds. Still, my cycles were 6 to 8 weeks long, and that's where they stayed. We tried Clomid, it worked every other cycle, but now we have the added obstacle of my husband's lack of sperm. We used his frozen sperm for IUIs when we could, but because he was very sick, when we bagged his sperm, they didn't wake up too well. Again, the doctors have told us our best chance to conceive is through IVF. At least $10,000 per cycle. We don't have that kind of money. My parents don't have that kind of money. Do we get into debt over our heads for a chance, we chose that that would be irresponsible for us. We're both self-employed, with no pensions, no benefits, it would be entirely out of pocket for us. So we're plugging away with dozens of ineffective treatments, praying for a miracle. And now they say the next option for me is invasive surgery, which is still a really long shot. I so wish I could get rid of this need, this overwhelming urge to carry life within me. If I could just turn it off, I would. Asking me to turn off this urge is like asking me to turn off the urge to breathe. It is a part of me. I know the only way it'll go away is once I hit menopause, because then I'll have to deal with it. Or, if I should dare to dream again, have Hoyt cover our idea, become pregnant, feel that life grow within me, and go through the incredible transition of birth. Please, Hoyt, make all of our dreams of family a reality.